Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you watch this channel. Now, for those people who took their time and watched the press briefing by Rigathi Gachagua, and if you managed to also take your time, it was around 2 hour session whereby Rigathi talked about so many things.
Children of many other people I know hide their money in Dubai and Cayman Islands.
I did an analysis on the part of shares. And the part of shares, Rigathi tried to make sure that Mudavadi, Musalia Mudavadi, and Wetangula is also part of this crisis of shares. So we talked about that. I don't want to talk much about it again. But onto this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, there is a statement that Moses Wetangula has revealed.
Whereas Standing Order 85 prohibits members of this House from anticipating debate, I believe that the Deputy President ought to have exercised restraint and refrained from holding the press interview.
Then there's also another statement that I came across. There's a certain audio from Ichung'wa. Both of these leaders seem to be reacting to Rigathi Gachagua's assertions. And based on the statement from Moses Wetangula, because I'm going to share the audio from Ichung'wa, but based on a statement from Moses Wetangula, it's as if Rigathi Gachagua made a mistake by holding that press briefing. He ought to have stayed mum and submitted everything in the parliament. So basically from Moses Wetangula's assertions, he is literally trying to say that Rigathi Gachagua made a terrible mistake. But he promised that he was not going to be a judge, but the rules of the House had been broken based on how Moses Wetangula put it. So I want us to go to that video. Very explosive video, very explosive statement from Wetangula. I also want us to go through the audio from Kimani Ichung'wa. Both of these leaders were reacting to the statement that Rigathi Gachagua has released. Musalia Mudavadi has not reacted. Kingi has not reacted. Moses Kuria, definitely, I've not checked Twitter, but I mean the X, but I think Moses Kuria must have submitted something there on X. He must have done something. I'll just go through it. But so, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to kindly go below in the comment section and do me one favor. Just like this video. Just hit the thumbs up. Like this video. You know, that is the only way YouTube will always share our content. Subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed before, because that is the only way our channel grows. To those who supported us before, thank you so much for your support. So, two leaders here who could not hold back but found themselves reacting. One of them is Kimani Ichung'wa, who at one particular time said there was no impeachment motion against Rigathi. The second person is Moses Wetangula, who got the position of speaker courtesy of the promise they made to deliver 70% of votes to Kenya Kwanza, which they didn't. Because they didn't, the other faction of Kenya Kwanza held up their part of the bargain and gave them the positions. Musalia was given the prime cabinet secretary, and Moses Wetangula given the speaker. So the guns were channeled on these two leaders. So this is the reason why Moses Wetangula could not hold back, could not wait any longer, but chose to react to Rigathi Gachagua and remind Rigathi Gachagua that he made a terrible mistake, spilling the beans right day before the motion is discussed in Parliament.
Permit me to know that I'm aware that yesterday, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya held an interview with the local media in which he laid out his defense to the special motion before the House. Whereas Standing Order 85 prohibits members of this House from anticipating debate of a motion for which notice has been given, the Standing Order, when broadly interpreted, also extends to non-members, especially persons affected by such motions. I believe that the Deputy President ought to have exercised restraint and refrained from holding the press interview. It is noteworthy that the Deputy President has been given an opportunity to appear before this House to make his response to the motion. in accordance with the rules of natural justice. Be that as it may, I will not wear the hat of a judge on this matter, but permit me to put it on record that the conduct was, to say the least, abhorrent, and decided conduct in the light of the proceedings scheduled to commence the House. The House is accordingly guided and will now move to the next business.
So he spilled the beans, but based on Wetangula's assertions, he says that he made a terrible mistake. Now, still on these remarks from Gachagua, Ichung'wa could not also hold back his remarks and decided to address these issues of Rigathi. There's a part there Ichung'wa talks about 600 million loan given to the sons of Rigathi. I know one son of the Rigathi. And Ichung'wa was saying that that is corruption already, because how can someone like the son get a loan of that magnitude? Yeah, lazima iwe kuna influence ilitokea mahali. So this is the influence. The influence is the reason why Rigathi Gachagua is being crucified. He influenced so many things, and his influence has resulted to corruption being experienced. That is what Rigathi is being accused of. So I wanted to pay attention to this audio from Ichung'wa.
If Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua truly believes that the mover has no evidence, then he has his day in the National Assembly. God willing, I want to believe, since we have the numbers to impeach Rigathi Gachagua, he will have his day in the Senate, in the trial chamber, to refute the evidence that will be adduced before the House, before Kenyans, including video evidence, including documentary evidence, and even sworn affidavits and live witnesses who the mover committed when he tabled his motion, that he also be presenting live witnesses. When I hear Rigathi Gachagua, for instance, assert that the KEMSA mosquito net scandal is something that was never involved in, I mean, you just need to listen to the lies in his statement. At the beginning of his statement, he says that when he was elected deputy president, he resigned from companies that he was running, including Crystal Kenya, and handed over those companies, the running of those companies, to his son, directing them to never do business with government. In the same statement, Rigathi Gachagua tells Kenyans that Shobika and Crystal Kenya then tendered in a tender for provision of mosquito net, a tender that was under the government of Kenya. And you will remember, Kenyans will recall, and let me remind Kenyans if they have forgotten, it took the Global Fund, international donors, to stop that procurement process because the flaws that were involved, because of the fraud that was involved, because of the interference that was involved, and Kenyans that time were asking.
Very well, ladies and gentlemen, that is what Kimani Ichung'wa reacted to. That's a reaction he unleashed, responding to Rigathi Gachagua's public attacks on Ruto, Mudavadi, Kingi, and a host of other UDA leaders. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of these reactions from Wetangula and Ichung'wa on Rigathi Gachagua's press briefing? I want you to go below in the comment section and you can offer a reaction on that. So, today I don't want to talk much about this because there is an analysis I'm preparing, and this is going to be on the impeachment motion going on, the voting and the submissions by Rigathi Gachagua going forward. So I will give you more details on what is happening. For this analysis, I just wanted to bring to you the reaction from Wetangula and reaction from Kimani Ichung'wa in relation to the statement that was made by Rigathi Gachagua. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Till you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.